All right, let's get this show on the road. It's gonna be a real quick stream, and actually, this is gonna be something different that I've never done before. I've never actually done like a just chatting thing, but I usually when I do something like this, I usually do it in video form. But I figured, you know what, let me do something different. But then I picked the worst time to actually do it because it seems like Pro's about to go live soon, and I think somebody else is on right now, but. Oh, the OG. Sorry, dude. I didn't know you were live. I didn't know you were gonna go live, but I know you're out there too. And I'm just gonna cut to the chase real quick and just talk about the stuff I wanted to talk about. So why don't we just get going? Let me just first display the new overlay and the new camera angle. Oops, I should have gotten this down. Okay, so here we go. This is my desktop, and let me get to where I wanted to talk to first. Not that. I'll get to that later. So this is the first thing I want to talk about. So this is the PlayStation Portal remote. Hi everybody. I'm actually using the better camera this time. I'm not using the one that I usually use for my desktop. My desktop had a built-in one. It's not the best quality one. This one's a little better. Hopefully it looks better on camera. So I just wanted to show this off real quick, and I just wanted to show off what the stuff that I got. So just to give you guys a buyer beware on this thing. It's very popular. This PlayStation Portable. I mean, it's sold out right now on PlayStation's website. It's sold out at Best Buy. It's sold out at Walmart. I don't think Walmart has it right now. I think Best Buy has it now. I think they did get a restock, but it was sold out in several areas. Like I said, it's currently sold out. This is where I got it from, PlayStation Direct, and so it's a very popular item. It's selling out a lot. I'm pretty sure it's just selling because of its brand name, because it's a Sony product. I did get mine. Why did I get it? It's because I'm insane. I like buying video game stuff. I'm addicted to gaming. So I got my own right here. And I'm here to give you guys my first impressions. And what I think about this so far is I'm not that impressed, to be honest with you guys. It looks fine. Let me go ahead and just open it. First of all, it comes in a little sleeve. So this little cardboard box right here, it could easily be torn. So be careful when you take it out. I was very careful in opening it. Thankfully, like, it has a sticker right there. Thankfully, I didn't get it torn, but it did take a little effort to not get it messed up. I know some people just like rip into the thing. I like to preserve my stuff because I like to keep it boxed and stuff. When I'm done with it, I like to preserve my stuff. Like, I have my PS2, my PS3. It's all boxed up and like preserved in a garage somewhere. So like, I keep not my PS3, my PS3 still here. My PS1, my PS2, my PS3 I still have hooked up on my TV. Every once in a while, I'll still hook it up. But anytime I stop using something, like my 360, I have it boxed up. My Xbox One, I have boxed up. You know, anytime I stop using something, I just like to keep it just for collector's sake. You know. So, like, for example, when I'm done with this, which might be soon, I'm just gonna keep it boxed up and garage it up somewhere. So it comes in this nice box. It has a little slide out thing right here, so you just slide it out like that, and then it just pops out like this. It's this little box. It's nice. It came it's on a well encased box and stuff. Actually, this is the top that I actually put away the box, and it does come with its own cable. It's right behind here if you see it. It's got a nice little logo there too. And this is the box. I pulled it out backwards because I'm an idiot. But and this is the device. Let me just take it out of this little protective sleeve here. And at first glance, it does look nice. It'll have something to protect the screen when you first get it. I already opened this. I already tried it out. And it's pretty much a like everybody says, it's pretty much a device that, you know, just a dual sense that just got split in half, and they stuck a screen right in the middle. So that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it feels exactly like a DualSense. I'm sorry. The only difference is the knobs. These things, the thumbsticks, they're smaller than the ones on the DualSense. But it feels a little weird in the beginning, but you get used to the feeling. But overall, I mean, it does fit in your hand. It feels comfortably enough. It's just a little awkward because it's a little extended out because of the screen. As you would normally hold like a normal DualSense. Like, what did I do with my other DualSense? Let's see. Let's pull this up real quick, for example. Hold on. I should have prepared, but I did not. So, deal with me for a second. So this is what a normal DualSense looks like. This is my black one. All right. And this is the... It's going to be awkward to hold these together. And this is the one with the screen on there. So you can see it is much wider. So it's a little different to grip this than it is to grip this. You kind of have to... It doesn't weigh as much, though. That's the thing. I'm glad that this didn't become heavy. But then again, how much stuff is there actually in here besides the screen for it to weigh? So it's not... There's no weight. It is heavier, but it's not a big difference. So holding this and holding this, you're not going to notice a big deal unless you're like a really tiny kid who struggles with weight on their hands. You know, maybe you'll have trouble, but this is not for children. I would not give this to like a 5-year-old because you're going to break that screen right away if you give it to a kid. So let me go ahead and turn it on real quick so I can show you guys. I already have my PS5 turned on. You got to hold it for a second and I'll show you the boot up screen as soon as it turns on. There you go. So just so you can see the boot up screen. And let it boot up for a second. Anytime, Portal. Anytime you want to give me that startup screen, you go ahead. Thank you. That's one of my first annoyance is how long it takes just to turn on. It should just boot up right away. There's nothing it's working on. I did have an update when I first had to open it. There we go, finally. And that's it booting up. And I think that's it. Okay, to unlock, press the PS button. So I press the PS button. It's gonna be right here. And then let's see. And then there you go. And it's already set up to connect. So I just need to select the PS5. And then select my PS5 here. And then allow to connect. It's already allowed to connect. You already connected to before. And then I'll open this little portal screen right here. And it should connect to your PS5. Right? I should be seeing the PS5 screen there. Let me go ahead and press X to play. And it should show me my screen right there. And there you go. And as you can see, that's I'm on what am I on there? I'm playing GTA 5 right there. I had it on what's it called? I was just AFK in an apartment, but yep, that's pretty much me right there. Show you guys right there real quick. This is my character. This is my second character actually, the one without the sheep taco hat. And this is me in the apartment just moving around and stuff. Now, for everybody to know, the controls feel nice and everything. The bumpers feel good. It does have haptic feedback, so you will feel that. And I'm sorry if I don't see anybody. If anybody's in chat, I'm not reading it right now, so I'm sorry because usually I use my computer to read, but I'm also using the computer to display this, so I'm not reading chat. So if anybody's in chat, hi. I'll look at it in a second. But let me just give you my impressions on this. So this is the Portal. Like I said, this thing is not a handheld like the Switch or like the Steam Deck or like the Ally or anything like that. You need a PS5 and you need Wi-Fi for this thing to work. It doesn't have a micro SD card. It doesn't have anything to insert games in. You can't play native games on this thing. You need a PS5 and you need internet connection for this to work. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. It doesn't look as good as it would on a TV. But then again, this is a small screen. So it's not going to be as detailed. But you don't really need a lot of detail when it comes to this. So it's fine enough just holding on the handheld. The two gripes that I have for this, for GTA in particular, you notice that there's no button. Look at this thing. There's no button for the interaction menu, right? So how would you open up the interaction menu? It's actually a touch screen right here. That's your interaction menu button. And unfortunately, it's not as responsive as you think. Like, you'd have to hold the interaction button menu, and I'm trying to hold it here, and it's only until I see it highlighted, me holding it, will actually the interaction menu actually pop up. So, unfortunately, it's a little delayed in when the interaction menu pops up. So if you're playing on this thing and you're getting attacked or something, you're trying to open this menu right away, it might take you a second, because it doesn't always read your inputs right away. Right now, it's actually doing pretty well. Actually, maybe it depends on your. See right there. See right there, it didn't, and then it did. So it all depends. But here's the thing. So you have to hold that button down to open the interaction menu, which is all right. It's not that bad as long as it actually like responds. But sometimes it doesn't respond right away. It's like, see right there, I pushed it twice. It didn't highlight. I'm still holding it. It's not coming up. So let it go again. Now, there we go. Now it does. So it's a little unresponsive on that. The other thing that I found an issue with, that if you have a set control scheme, let me see that real quick. Let me put it real quick on screen. Hold on. There's the other thing. Where's the start button on this thing? It should be right here, but it's not. I didn't check and see if there was a start button in there. Oh, here it is. Never mind. There is something there. Let me look at it real quick. If you have settings already, like for example, I would have it on FPS 2 for the control settings for the thing. This thing will boot you back to reset you to the regular control scheme. So, for example, usually on FPS 2, your dash would be the R1 button. But unfortunately, because of this, the controller resetting your controls, now it's X again. That's the standard run button. So if you change your control scheme on here, the Portal is gonna reset your control back to what it was before, like the original settings. So if you had FPS 2 and you're already accustomed to using that, you better get. If you're using this, you better be accustomed to using back to a regular standard controller because you're not going to be able to. So, I'm guessing I didn't try it on a lot of games. I wish I did, but I didn't. I just tried it on GTA because that's the one most people care about. Like, how will it control with GTA? The control is fine. You can move around fine enough. It'll depend on your Wi-Fi or on your connectivity. There will be some delay in your controls. Like for example, if you push a stick, it'll take a half a second for your character to actually move, like a second and a half. So the control is a little delayed on this thing. It's not too bad. You can get through it, and I would say like for competitive games, like if you're playing Call of Duty, this will not be ideal for you because you're gonna get killed. You're gonna have a delay in trying to like kill people. So if you're unless you're playing like a single player game, a chill game, and stuff like that, you're gonna be fine. If you're playing a competitive game like GTA Online, if you're like a tryhard and you're trying to kill people in the lobby and stuff like that, the delay control is gonna be a problem. You're gonna have to get used to it, adjusted to that. As long as also using the interactive menu with the touchpad. So it'll depend on your use. For me, I do have like I have a 1 bedroom apartment, so I do only have like it's just me and my wife, and sometimes my wife wants to go to sleep in bed. So this will be fine for me to take to the living room without having to haul the whole PS5 over to the living room to play, and I could just like get on this thing and play, and it'll be fine. Like I don't really play competitive like shooters or anything like that too much, so I just play my chill games and relax. And like in GTA, I'll just do is grind. So this thing for grinding, I'll be fine with it. Like if you're a tryhard though, or if you're trying to like kill people in the lobby, you might have delay issues, and that'll be a problem for you. But for me, like I do have a use for it. I do have something for it, so I don't really mind. But it is a pretty not useless product, but like 90% of you will not find a use for this. Like it'll be nice as a backup controller, but if you're just using it at home, it'll be fine. If you're trying to use it outside of the house, like for example, I took it to work just to see if I could log on to the Wi-Fi at work. This thing doesn't have a web browser, and as you know, if you go to a hotel, if you go to like for example my hospital, if you go to the mall, if you want to log on to the Wi-Fi in those areas, you have to open up a browser and agree to the terms of service. This thing doesn't have a web browser. So you cannot log into their web. You can't log into their Wi-Fi. Let's say you're DHC and you're at McDonald's and you want to play on your PS5. McDonald's Wi-Fi, you can't connect because you need to accept the terms of service before it lets you connect, and you need a web browser to accept terms of service. And this thing does not have a web browser, so you cannot log in outside if there's an area that requires you to log into through a web browser. You can only do it if you adjust the settings on here to locate the Wi-Fi and put in a password. Like for example, home Wi-Fi, you're fine. If you're going to your friend's house and you want to use it, and you just want to log into their Wi-Fi, that's fine. They don't have a web browser. They don't have a terms of service thing, so you're gonna be fine there. But if you're going somewhere like a mall, if you're going to an airport, if you're gonna stay at a hotel somewhere, terms of service, web browser, this thing doesn't have it. So that's a very negative there. So like this, ideally, I wouldn't even suggest you try to take it away from home anyway, because Wi-Fi outside of the home, if like for example at my hospital, the Wi-Fi is shit. Like videos there, I could barely watch any videos there. It's hard to watch any videos up to 360 or 480 what's resolution like 1080p. I cannot watch anything at 1080p over there because it's just the Wi-Fi is so slow. So sometimes I have to watch some streams at 360. Twitch, I can't even watch Twitch on my phone because it's so laggy. So I wouldn't suggest you taking this anywhere to the public Wi-Fi and stuff, because Wi-Fi usually are very low. They're cheap, so you're not gonna really get what you need here. You need to have at least 5 MBS, I think it's called, for your thing to work properly. That's what Sony recommends, but you really should have at least 15. I have 100, so mine works fine here at the house. So if you're gonna keep it at home and you got really good Wi-Fi and your PS5 is right here, and like for example, if you have that issue where the wife kicks me out of the bedroom and the PS5 is in the bedroom and I want to go play, I could just take this to the living room and just play there and just sit down in my little couch and just get my grinding out of the way. Unfortunately, like not everybody's gonna have a use for that. So, and just for comparison's sake, like this is the Portal, and I want to show the different handhelds I have. So this is the Portal. For size sake, this is the ROG Ally. And you can see it's pretty much the same size. I mean, the screen's about. This thing's a little. I think it's about the same actually. No, maybe a little bigger. This is 8, and I think this is 7. So this is a little bigger for screen wise. But this one's just as comfortable. I mean, they're all comfortable. They're easy to hold and stuff. This one, the little curves on the back are a little. It's not as like comfortable in the palm, but you could just adjust your hand to use it. Right. This is the one I play the most at work because if I remember, because this one lets me log into the Xbox and play Starfield. So I got this is what I used to play my Xbox games and stuff. And then you got this big boy right here, which is the Steam Deck, which is my other handheld that I have here. And as you can see, that one that was about the same size too. They're all pretty like wide and big. I don't recommend this for like younger kids because their hands are not gonna be able to fit on this thing. Like I have big man hands, so these are perfect for me for my hands. But for a smaller child, this is gonna be a little harder. This thing I like to play my PC games on here and my retro games. Like I have a retro card that has like it's full of Nintendo, Super Nintendo games like that. And the Steam Deck does very emulation ridiculously well. Even PS3 games, you can play PS3 games on here. So this thing it does emulation really well and it does PC really well. And what was the last thing I wanted? What did I do with that? What did I do with the? I have a Switch somewhere here. Forgot what. Oh, here it is. I know I pulled out the Switch just to show, and this one's actually a little smaller, I think. But this Switch is the OLED version, so this one is obviously smaller. And this is what I hate about the Switch. Like I can't play it portably because my hands will cramp up right away because it's got no palm rest here. Like the things like for example this one it like sticks out a little bit in the back so you can rest your palm in there. This is has no palm rest, so it's hard for me to grab this thing for certain periods of time because it'll eventually cramps my hands. But still, like the Switch is fun to play Mario games and stuff like that. That's usually what I always play. Like I just got Super Mario Wonder. I just got Super Mario RPG. So I'll take this and I'll just like I'll just lay it on the desk because I don't like playing it. I don't like holding it on for too long because my hand gets tired. Like I used to like to play Mario Kart a lot on this thing, but I cannot play portably because my hands cramp up so badly at the end of the day. So yep, that's the Portal. Like I don't know. Like I said, you guys, I don't know if it's worth it to you. Like I think I have a use for it. But I wouldn't recommend it to 90 to 95% of you guys if you guys don't have anything. Doesn't play, and like unlike all these other devices, this device does not play natively. You need a PS5. You need Wi-Fi, or else this is just a paperweight. All right, this is not the PSP. This is not the PS Vita. There's no card slot. You can't put games in here. You don't have a memory card slot. You cannot save games into here. So just make sure you know what you're buying. Even on the website, it says right here. If you see right here. I don't know if my camera's blocking it, but it says only used for PS5 console. You cannot use it with anything else. So, just keep that in mind. Hopefully the game doesn't kick me out. Because I've been just idling for so long. I'll get to that later. So, anyway, that was the PlayStation Portal. Like, I wouldn't recommend it to you. If I had to give it a score, I'd say it's a 5 out of 10. Like, I find use for it, but not a lot of gamers will. So, save your money. Maybe buy one of the other things I have. Maybe buy an Ally. Maybe buy a Steam Deck. Like the Steam Decks are on sale, so consider that. The older ones. Or unless you really want an OLED screen, if you want to spend extra money, there you go. So let's go ahead and start talking about the Black Friday deals. And this year, I don't really like any of a lot of the Black Friday deals are crap. Let me actually look at the chat because I haven't had a chance to. 60, how you doing, buddy? And James, what's up, bro? How you guys doing? Thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's not going to be a very, I know there's not going to be a lot of people here, but I understand, I think Pro's about to stream, but he hasn't streamed already. So I'm going to keep this short, by the way. So let's just talk the deals and let me get what I want to talk about out of the way. Hopefully, I hope you guys decide on that PlayStation Portal. But let's get to deals. How do I scroll over here? How do I scroll to the side? I think you have to grab, no. I should have tested this before I started. But anyway, let's go with these games. Like, I like this one. If you guys don't have an Xbox Series X, this is like this is tied with another deal that I saw earlier. This is a pretty good deal. You get the the Xbox Series X, you get the Diablo 4, you get the controller, and you get a discount. Instead of paying the $559 that I think is worth it with the game, you're paying $449. So that's $100 off, $110 off actually. And plus that, you get a $75 gift card. So that's tied with the best deal for the Xbox. That's actually pretty damn good. If you like Diablo, some people do, some people don't. It's up to you. If you like Diablo, this is a very good deal for you because you're getting pretty much a free game and a $70 gift card for the Xbox Series X, and it's discounted. So that's a good deal right there. There's also a discount for the Series S, but I don't really recommend the Series S because there's a lot of games that are bottlenecking the games, like because it doesn't have the same. I think it's the same RAM. It doesn't have the same RAM as the Series X. That's why it's discounted so heavily. But it does hurt when it comes to gaming. I don't really recommend the Series S. But if you don't have a lot of money and you want to get into next generation gaming or current generation gaming, actually, then the Series S, you can still, if you don't mind the shortfalls of the Series S, then you could use that instead. And you still get the graphical quality, you still get good graphics and stuff. It's just that some features down the line, certain down the games like next year and then the year after that, won't have the same fidelity as the Xbox Series X does. Like you won't be able to do 4K. You won't be able to do, some games might not even do 60 frames per second. So it depends on you. The other this deal is you're getting 10% off cards. This is basically free money. So like if you buy a $50 card, you're only paying 45, but it's giving you 50. So it's giving you $5 extra for free. If you buy a $100 card, you're actually only paying $90, but you're still getting $100. So like for if you're buying those gift cards, it's just basically they're giving you 10% free money. So those are always good deals to take. Sometimes some are even higher. I've seen 15, I've seen 20, but I haven't seen any for Black Friday yet. Like there'll be random days where they'll do 20% off, and it'll be like a 1 day deal. You just gotta look out for those kind of deals. They do happen every once in a while. If you look out for those, then you'll see them. But if you don't, well, this will happen on the 19th. All these deals are November 19th, by the way. So okay, here's a little thing to push it back. And here's what I'm not happy with. Like a lot of these games, since we went up in price to $70, all these games aren't getting major discounts on Black Friday. And I understand some of these games just came out, but some of them like have been for a while and they're still not discounted heavily. Mortal Kombat I understand $48 because it just came out like maybe month and a half, 2 months ago. I understand $40 for Mortal Kombat 1. Mirage, Ubisoft games tend to go on discount heavily, like during Black Friday this month. Probably because Mirage doesn't have a lot of microtransactions. Probably that's why it's slow to go down in price. And plus, it started at $50, so that's not a AAA game exactly. But still, I would expect a Ubisoft game to go drop down in price lower. I would expect this one to be here to $30 and not $40. Final Fantasy VI came out in the summer. So that should be seeing $30 discount already, but it's sticking to $40. And who the hell plays Just Dance? And of course, this is just a small list. I mean, they're going to add more games to it. And depending what kind of games they add, because they're not showing everything on this ad, then maybe some games might be worth it. Depends on where they put them. And the sports games are always going to drop it on price. Like Madden, you buy that on Super Bowl time, because that's when it hits like $20. That's usually when I buy a Madden game. Right now, I'm still playing Madden 23. I could care less about Madden 24 because it's so expensive, and it's the same game at the end of the day. So I don't know why I even spend the $20 after the season anyway. But I do like Madden. I like playing Madden every once in a while, so I will eventually buy it, but not at $30. FC, same thing. It's the same game every year. They add little things to it, and now it doesn't even have the FIFA license. So it's I don't know how it's holding up to $30. Hogwarts Legacy and GT7. Those are the two games that are okay at $30. Like Hogwarts, I rarely ever see it on sale. And it's actually, if you could get by the Gerald, what's the stupid writer? I forgot her name. I don't even want to mention her. If you get to the writer's drama and just enjoy the game for what it is, $30 is pretty good. And GT7 also is held up in price pretty good. I rarely see it on sale. $30 is a good price if you're into that game. Call of Duty Vanguard's $10. No, I don't care about Vanguard. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I don't really care about Vanguard. Modern Warfare 2 for $20. I mean, the game's not great, but the campaign's actually okay if you don't mind the plot holes. I mean, I do like Price and the gang. I do like their characters. I do like Alejandro and the Vaqueros. So that part of the story was great. But I don't know if you really want to play multiplayer and you don't want to spend $70 for Modern Warfare 3, which is basically an expansion, then just buy Modern Warfare 2 if you haven't bought it yet for $20. And WWE 2K23, that's a good buy at $20. I really enjoyed the wrestling game this year. The John Cena story wasn't that great because they didn't add much to the match stories in between. Like, he just said something in the beginning, something on the end. I did stream some of it on Twitch. Couldn't do it on YouTube because WWE copyright strikes every video image that you put on YouTube. So I couldn't do it there. But the game itself is actually nice. I always like playing through the story. I like doing just random matches and just seeing the outcomes and stuff. I like doing the creator suite. Though there was that issue where in the created character, the community, they stopped letting you do modded characters. Like, there are people who dedicate themselves to just doing mods on characters, fixing their hairs, fixing their facial features, making older wrestlers look younger, stuff like that. They put up an update 1.21 where you can't do that anymore. So that's disappointing. And the modding community for the character creation suite, that's going to suffer next year if they continue to do that kind of stuff. That's sad, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Companies don't like you messing with their games, unfortunately. Even if it's for your own benefit, they don't care. Jedi Survivor, 35 bucks, not worth it here. Sonic Superstars, I didn't really like the game. I could give it another shot later, but the 2-3 levels that I played didn't really resonate with me like other Sonic games do. So I rented on GameFly and gave it back right away because I need to give a game for Modern Warfare 3. So I just chose to give Sonic Superstars back, and I wasn't enjoying it. Though I might give it another try later just to give it a better shot because I only played it like maybe like 2 hours. These games are still for like the Switch games always are $40. They never go lower than that. Nintendo has a grip on their prices, man. You still see Mario Kart for like $60, and that game is old as even older than GTA. But damn, they don't like giving discounts at all. So $40, you're never gonna go lower than that unless it's like a flash sale or something somewhere. And like these games are also Nintendo games, but these are like less popular, like Kirby, Mario, Battle League, the soccer one. This one was fun, but it doesn't have a lot of modes. And if you don't play with a friend, then the single player is really boring. And then Tropical Freeze is actually a decent game. Let's see what else we got. We got a lot of headsets, but I can't comment on headset because I don't really know that well. I do have this microphone. It's a microphone that I'm using right now. It's actually decent. I know it's not the best microphone, but I like it for the $7 price that you're getting. It's a decent microphone to have, and if you just show it, like I don't want to lift it because I don't want to mess it up, but it actually looks good. Like the lighting looks good on it. So, one moment. Sorry about that, guys. This is my wife calling. So, like, what was I? Where was I at? So the microphone. I recommend the microphone, but you could probably find better microphones. But I like this one, and I can't fault it. It's done well for me so far. Control $49. No, you'll probably find them cheaper. The Xbox controllers actually go for 30. So $49.99 is not a good price. If you're looking for an alternate for the PlayStation Portal, actually the backbone here for $70 is not a bad deal. You need a phone, but you could just do pretty much the same thing as the Portal for like what? The Portal was $200. This is 70. All you need to do is download the PlayStation app to be able to hook up to remote play. So you can actually get the backbone and pretty much get the same thing, which is probably what I should have done, but I was dumb. So okay, those and that's it for Target. Like the Black Friday deals aren't that big right now. Depends on what kind of games they add here. Like every category, they're only showing a certain number of games, so they're gonna add more games on Black Friday. You're just gonna have to check them out that day on the 19th and see how they are. And let's go to Best Buy. They're the next one up, and let me see what they got here. So they got the PlayStation, the new one with the so people call it the Slim, but it's basically just a new PlayStation 5. Because that's once the old ones are gone, these are the ones you're only gonna find. So that's still $4.99, but you're getting Spider-Man 2 or Modern Warfare 3. Your choice, but I would pick Spider-Man 2 if I were you. But if you're a big COD fan, then I guess you're going to go for Modern Warfare 3. So it's up to you, but I recommend Spider-Man 2. And here's a better deal for the Xbox Series X. It's $3.99. That's by itself, though. Don't Diablo game. But it's $3.99, and you're getting a $50 gift card from Best Buy. Now, all depends. Like, if do you want to spend the extra, what is it, $60 and no $50 and get the Diablo game, or do you just want to get the base Xbox Series X? And instead of $75, you get $50, but you get no games, but you're spending less money. Depends on your budget, of course. So that's why I say that's tied. This one's tied to with the Target deal for the best deal. Because if you don't like Diablo and you don't mind the discount, the $400 for the Xbox Series is actually a pretty good price, and you're getting a $50 gift card. And then there's the same one here for $249. You're getting the Series X. But I think this comes with. I think all of them come with Game Pass. So I was gonna say something about Game Pass, but I think every one of these comes with 3 months of Game Pass. I think I'm not sure about this one, but looks like this one does because it says right here. Yeah, it says right here with Game Pass. Well, maybe this one doesn't, but this one does. You'll have what is it? 3 months of Game Pass, and on the other, maybe you get 1 month on the other one. I'm not sure because it doesn't say. Let's see what the rest of the games are like. Basketball, no, it'll go lower later on in the year. Like the DualSense controllers are always expensive, so $50 for a purple one. That purple color is nice. I have that color. It's very nice. See, I was talking about the Xbox controllers. $40. See, it's much cheaper here than it is in Target. And here, I don't know why they're even advertising how it works there. See, I wouldn't spend $70 on it. No way. So even for a free wand pen and bookmark, whatever that is, it's right here. No. Let me see what you got. If you're a racing aficionado, you really want a wheel, here you go. Save $100. Miles Morales. This is without the Spider-Man remastered edition. This is by itself. $20. Not bad, but you'll probably find the one with the remastered edition, and it's probably gonna be like maybe $10 more because I'd spend the $10 extra if you don't have Spider-Man already. EA Sports. I already talked about sports games. Zelda. This one's more expensive than Target. $45. Not worth it. Here's another racing wheel. Here's Gran Turismo. Again, this one's more expensive. I'm really not starting to like the deals here at Best Buy. Football, I already said it'll go cheaper on after when the Super Bowl hits. Here's a good one. If you have no, why are you popping this up on me? I said no. Leave me alone. So, Mario, what is it? Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This plays a lot like XCOM. I don't know if anybody's played the XCOM games, but they're turn-based strategy games. And this one plays exactly like that. As you can see, Mario has a gun, so he shoots in this game. But it's turn-based strategy. $14.99 is actually pretty good. This is a well-made game. And it's a combination of Ubisoft's Rabbids with Mario characters. And it's actually a fun game. It's an underrated game. And for $15, considering it's a Mario licensed game, it's really not a bad price. Here's another different type of DualSense controller, $50, not bad. Again, football, not worth it at this time. God of War Ragnarok for $35. I think this game is held up in price a lot, so maybe $35 is not that bad. I don't see this. I don't think I saw it at Target, but $35 is the best price I've seen so far. I think I did see it at the 35 point. It'll probably be there, but $35 is not bad for Ragnarok. Though you could go cheaper on that game. Basketball, forget it. Here's another DualSense for $50. Here's Jedi Survivor for $35. I think it could go lower than that, but they're being stingy with the deals. Here's the same deal here for the same as the Target deal for $449. But you notice this one does not have the gift card. So you get the game, you get the Xbox Series X with the controller, but no gift card. So the Target deal is better just because you get $75 back. And here's another DualSense controller. Here's FC24. Not worth it. Not even on the Switch. Here's a white controller. Just Dance for $30. Who cares? What's the free item? Just out of curiosity. Free item, a $12.99 value. Just Dance Joy-Con grips. No thank you. Not worth it. Final Fantasy 16 for $40. I want to see it cheaper. $40 for a Microsoft controller. Okay. $50 for the DualSense controller. Pink. Football game. Again, $30. No. Charge station, no. Even at $15, those are pretty cheap. Those look pretty cheap. The Insignia ones. Here we go. Last of Us Part 1, $40. This is what it should have released at. This should have been the original release price, and we should be seeing a deal for like $20 now. But no, they wanted to drain $70 out of you, and now they're willing to sell it to you for $40, which should have been the original release price. $30 for soccer again, no. Dead Space for $35. I could see it cheaper since it released Christmas last year. MLB The Show 23, $20, not bad. I like this game a lot. I like it. I play it every year, but I get it on Game Pass on Xbox, which is funny because it's a Sony game that releases on Game Pass on Xbox. That's an MLB deal. The MLB made them do that, so it's shocking. Every time I play that game, it's funny because I start up on Xbox and then I see the Sony logo. It is crazy. Now you can even see here the PlayStation logo. If you have the Xbox version, you'll see that same logo on an Xbox box. It's just crazy. GTA, $20. I've seen it cheaper. I don't know why it's $20. I've seen it as low as $10 on Black Friday last year. Why is it $20 here? I have no clue. $14.99 for Rabbids Parodies. I have no idea what this game's about. Memory, 2 terabyte for $160. That's a ripoff. I just showed a deal for $70 on Amazon. That one was better, but you had to really jump at that because that deal wasn't going to last. I'm pretty sure it's not there anymore. Golden Controller, $50. That's actually not bad. Okay, red one. Metal Gear Solid 1. This should have been, again, the original price. This should have come out at $40 based on the work they put on it. The UI on the game is pretty good, but the games themselves didn't get any updates. Like Metal Gear Solid 1 is at 30 FPS, I think. And that's ridiculous for a PlayStation 1 game. Metal Gear 2 and 3 look better, but they could have done a lot better. They could have done better to update the graphics and the controls and stuff like that. It was a lazy port that Konami did. Konami hasn't been doing well in the gaming industry for years now. They've been concentrating more on selling out their IPs and selling pachinko machines and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised. I'm hoping that when they release Delta, which is the remake of 3, I'm hoping they actually put in the effort, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Halo Infinite, $15, not bad. This is a good game. If you don't have a Game Pass, but you have an Xbox, hit $15 for Halo Infinite, not bad at all, buddy. That's a good deal. No, not that. This one should go cheaper. It will go cheaper later in the year, so don't buy that now. 2TB, $120, still not a good deal. Like I said, you had a deal there for $70 on Amazon. Let me see what else. What else we got? Okay, so here's the Miles Morales version with Spider-Man Remastered. $35. I thought it'd be $30. That's a little more than I would pay. I wouldn't mind paying 30, but 35. I'm like, if you don't mind the extra $5, then go ahead. It's better than paying 50 or 70 as it's charging here. Was regular price $70? Really, was $70 when it first released? Oh no, that was way too expensive. MLB. That's if you don't have a PS5. Here's the PS4 version for $10. That's a super cheap game. That's a good deal. Assassin's Creed, the Ezio Collection, $15 on Switch. If you want to take it on the go, I guess. I'm really waiting for these to go cheaper. I think it's very expensive for 124 for only 1 TB. I think these should go cheaper, but then since these are proprietary, there's only like 2 companies that do these cards for Xbox. So it's going to be hard for them to do deals on those. The controller, $45. This one's a little more expensive just because it's blue. I don't get that. And here, this is if you want a 2 TB for like your Switch or your Steam Deck. If you want to take out the one you have on your Steam Deck, like for example, Steam Deck only went up to 512. So if you want to upgrade it, or you're ROG Ally, you buy this here, and you're going to have to do your own work on it, but you could upgrade it. It does take some work, so if you're not tech savvy, I wouldn't advise you doing it. Again, 44, they're cheaper other colors, just because it's pink, I wouldn't buy that. Monopoly, hey, if you're in a Monopoly, $15, alright. Street Fighter 6, you think it'd be cheaper already? For $40, it's a little too expensive for me since it came out in the summertime. You think it'd be $30 by now? Good game. If you really want to play Street Fighter, you haven't played it yet, $40 is not that bad, but I wouldn't want it cheaper. WWE 2K23, it's cheaper at Target. Don't buy it here. All right, let's go. Let's see one more page and see if because they're really showing a bunch of junk in between the game deals. NHL 24, $35. Again, it's it's a sports game. They'll go cheaper later. Same with Kobe again. 4 TB SSD, $300. No, I bought my 4 TB for $200. It's not a Western Digital one. I think it's a Crucial one, but it's working very fine. I've seen all my games. Have had no issue with mine. Miles Morales on PS4, $20. I guess if you don't have a PS5, go for it. Forza Horizon 5, $30. I think it'd be cheaper right now. It came out last year. Dead Island 2 came out early this year. It's still $35. I'm surprised it hasn't gone lower. I would have bought it for $25. 35 still sounds like a lot. Like I said, a lot of these games aren't going down in price because they really jumped up the price this year to $70. And Assassin's Creed Mirage, $40. Wait for it; it'll get cheaper later on. Just if you've waited this long, wait a little longer. The Crew Motorfest, $40. That game just came out, so I guess that's understandable. Red Dead Redemption 2, $20. If you don't have Red Dead Redemption 2 at this point, $20 not a bad deal. But I think the Ultimate Edition is like $5, $10 more. So wait, maybe get that one instead. Bunch of crappy controllers. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, $30. It's a good game, but maybe wait till it gets cheaper. The Cowabunga Collection. I like the collection of games, but not for $25. It's only $5 off. No, come on, you guys could do better than that. Let's go one more page and let's see what they have. Hori Stick, no. Grips, no. Monopoly, no. Here's Metal Gear Solid again. Put it on the Switch. And the Switch version is much worse, so don't buy the Switch version. I wouldn't buy the Switch version of any game just because I know it's not going to be looking as good. If you have a PS5 and a Series X, don't buy any third-party Switch games. Just buy the Nintendo ones because Nintendo knows what they're doing with their own system. These companies just want to get money from you because they have an install base, a large install base on Nintendo's side. 100 million units sold across Japan, US, and across the world. That's why they release games, but they're usually the worst version because the Switch just needs an update really bad. So, and we might get that next year because there's rumblings about that. More headsets, more stuff like that. Elden Ring should be $20 by now. I don't know how it's still $40 since it's game. Yeah, it's game of the year, but that was last year. This should be $20 by now. It's still $40. It's amazing how that's held up in price. I bought mine for 40 last Black Friday, so I'm surprised it's still $40. Oh, but it's a good game though. Still, it's still worth your money. Even if you buy it for $40, it's a really damn good game. Hard as hell though, but it's a good game. Valhalla, $15. Like I said, Ubisoft games will always drop in price. Last year was 10, so I'm surprised that this is 15. God of War Ragnarok for $30 on the PS4, I guess so. Bunch of crappy games, and Halo Infinite again. Let's jump to the next one. I think we've had enough of Best Buy. Let's go ahead and go to Walmart. Let's see what they got going on. So we got Jedi Survivor, and Walmart has their thing a little differently. They'll put down the price that you could buy it now, but then they'll put their Black Friday price here in green. So for example, you see Jedi Survivor right now. If you want to buy it, you can get it for $34.97. But if you wait till November 22nd, you'll get it for $30. So okay, just wait till November 22nd on some deals. I'll show you some deals that you can see it's not worth it. Just Dance 2, no. God of War Ragnarok, $40. I think I saw it cheaper somewhere else. This might be the worst one actually. $49 for controller. If you want to save 99 cents, get your controllers at Walmart. $30 for Breath of the Wild. Actually, this is a better deal, I think, because I think everywhere else, like Zelda, is $40, and this is Breath of the Wild, not Tears of the Kingdom. This is the first game. $30 is actually not bad because you rarely see it past $40. So here's $30 for it. Mario Odyssey, $30 again, but this game's like freaking 6 years old. Same thing with Luigi's Mansion 3. And here we got Assassin's Creed Mirage for $40. No. Here's the Modern Warfare for $40. This is number 2. No, because I saw it cheaper somewhere else. I think Target has it cheaper. Resident Evil 4 for $30. Wait for it. It'll get cheaper. Hogwarts Legacy, $40. Wait. Or get it at Target. Sonic Superstars will be $40. No. UFC 5, $40. No. Sonic Frontiers, the game from last year, $40. No. God of War Ragnarok PS4, $30. That's okay. Miles Morales for $40. I think it was cheaper where? I think Best Buy had it cheaper. Yeah, I think I had it for 35. So yeah, 35. So no. What's this? Five Nights at Freddy's, $20. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, I guess $20 is not bad. $40 for Dead Space, no. $15 for Lego Star. Actually, Lego Star Wars, the Skyward Saga surprised me. It's actually a pretty fun game. $15, even though it's a Switch version, $15 is not bad. Here's what I'm talking about here. $14.97 now for a Need for Speed Unbound, but $20 on November 22nd. Does that make sense to you? How is it more expensive on Black Friday than it is right now? Just right now for $14.97. I don't know. Who was thinking about this price when they did that? Let's see what else we got going on. $40 for Tropical Freeze. No, it's cheaper at Target. $30 for Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games. If you like those little button mashing mini games, sure. I guess $30 is not bad, but I think I've seen it cheaper somewhere else. Battle League, $40. No, it's cheaper at Target. They won't even tell you the price here for Kirby's Deluxe. Sonic Originals Plus is going to be $20. That's okay. I actually like this game better than the Superstars one. $60 for Diablo 4. Come on, you're only taking off $9. What kind of a Black Friday deal is that? Street Fighter 6. Here we go. I think this is actually cheaper. $30 for Street Fighter. This is cheaper than Best Buy. So here, this is a decent price for Street Fighter. So this is just the original. This is just the regular one. This is not the deluxe edition with the character pass. You can buy that separately. $20 for Crash Rumble, I guess. Just Spider-Man standalone for $20. And if you're gonna get this, then you might as well just get the Miles Morales combined and just pay the extra $15. It's not worth just getting it standalone. Football, and Horizon. Horizon's only $30. You think it'd be cheaper than that? Oh, here's Miles Morales, but that's a standalone. Again, 20 and 20. That's 40. Best you just get it together. Get the deluxe edition of Miles Morales and save $5. GTA. Okay, better price for GTA on Xbox at least, $15. But still, like I said, I've seen it for as cheap as $10. That's not worth it. Red Dead Redemption 2, $15, but this is the digital edition. This is not the physical copy. $15 is not that bad, but this is digital. Let's see. WWE 2K23, $30. No, it's cheaper at Target. Wii Sports doesn't give you a price. Boo. Last of Us, $40. That should have been the original price. No. Here's another Backbone for $69, same price. Here's the one for Xbox. Xbox has a backbone too. So if you want to play Xbox like Game Pass and use the cloud system that they have for that, that's you can use that on your phone too. That's the attachment. Basketball, no. Modern Warfare, it's not even on sale. Forget it. $30 for Hogwarts Legacy, not bad, but that's the PS4 version. Here they're taking off $5 off the $50 card. That's actually bad. That's $5 extra for free. Same thing with League of Legends $50 gift card. I don't know if that's just for League of Legends. No. Here's a Nintendo one for $45. Like I said, you're saving $5 and you're paying $45, but you're getting $50 back. So you're getting $5 free. Same thing. Here's the Xbox card. Same thing. Here's a Valorant card. Like I don't know if these are just for Valorant. If you're into Valorant, I guess. And what's this one? Miles Morales. $15 for just Miles Morales on PS4. And that's it. That's it for your deals. Let's just go one more. Let's do the PlayStation store real quick, because most of you guys are PlayStation players. So let's check these deals out real quick. I didn't sign in because if I signed in, they won't give me all the prices. So let's just view all real quick. Let's just view the first page. See what deals we get. So, and of course, these are all digital copies. These are not physical copies. $35 for FC24. $26 for the basketball game. No. $40 for Mirage. No. $41 for Diablo. No. Madden 35. No. $76 for the premium edition of Mortal Kombat. No. Street Fighter $40. No. And Deluxe edition $63. No. $83 for the Ultimate edition. What is that? That's just a $25 discount. No. These are way expensive. You only have a digital only PlayStation, man. I feel bad for you. These prices are high. And these are Black Friday prices. Hogwarts Legacy, $42. No. $42 for Final Fantasy 16. No. As you can see, physical, you're going to get them cheaper. I don't understand. There's no shipping costs. There's no production costs on these. But for some reason, the digital editions are a couple dollars more expensive. That makes no sense to me. But it is what it is. Jedi Survivor, $42. Valhalla, $20. I saw it at $15. Ragnarok, $30. Okay, that makes sense because the physical copy is also $30 in some areas. GTA, $15. And then GTA, that's the premium edition. What's the difference between these two? Why is this one more expensive? Oh, because this one's the PS5 version. $20. Fuck the shark cards. $30 for Gran Turismo 7. The anniversary edition is almost $60. Wow. Cyberpunk 2077, that game made a comeback. It's $30. But I remember when it first came out, that first year when everybody was hating on it, you could get the game for as cheap as $10. And now since it's done its resurgence and went up, it actually went up in price, which is funny. Liza P is actually a decent game, but $48 is too much. Horizon Forbidden West is $20. That's actually a better price than the physicals. $20 is not bad. Let's see. And then, but that's for the PS4 version. I just didn't check that. But I think you could upgrade to the PS5, but not this one. Get the physical copy better, because you could get it for $20 and then the upgrade's for free. Let's see what else. Real quick, just going through these. Spider-Man, like I said, buy the physical edition, get this one, the Ultimate Edition, get it better physical for $35 instead of spending $40 or buying it separately. It's just not worth it. NHL 24, wait till it gets cheaper. Skywalker Saga, $24. No. Payday 3, it just came out, but it doesn't have a lot of content. $32. I'd still wait for it to get cheaper. I wouldn't get Payday 3 yet, especially with the problems it's had and the low content it has. Destiny 2, that game's really dropped off. Forget that. Last of Us here is $40. Like I said, that should have been the original price. And MLB The Show, this is the PS4 version, $10. Probably the PlayStation 5 version is going to be $10 more. So you know what? I'm going to cut it short because family's coming by. I just got a call from my wife. She's downstairs. I was going to show you some stuff about DSP, but that idiot, he's an idiot. I'm not going to share it with you. Well, you know what? Wait, hold on. Maybe I do have time for it. What time do I have? All right. Maybe real quick. I'm going to talk about it real quick. So, for no people who don't know, this is DSP. He's an idiot. All right. The reason why I don't like the guy, like, I'll talk about this in another video soon, but like I compare him to the professional. Like, you know, professional's my friend. He's a content creator, great guy, does a lot of hard work. I know for a fact that he stays up very late every night. Whenever he's got lore videos or some other videos and stuff like that, he'll stay up till 2, 3, 4, even later in the morning, just getting game video, editing his videos, working on videos, and now he has to work extra hard because now he has to check for words that he needs to take out because he might be demonetized. It sucks for him, unfortunately. It's a lot of hard work that he has to pull off every day to edit and get the game capture and stuff like that. And then you got the other side of the spectrum. You got DSP Gaming, the laziest motherfucker you're ever going to see on the internet. This fucker takes his podcast, takes his streams, takes everything. He does it all in one big bulk. You guys are gonna say, well, you're doing the same thing, but I'm a little guy. I haven't been doing this for 15 years. I'm as old as him, though. I'll give you that. But I haven't been doing this for a long time. I just, I just go off the cuff and talk, and I try to make it look at least good, and sound at least good. But this motherfucker just takes this whole thing. He splits it into little parts. Like, he'll do his podcast, he'll do his daily rap, he'll do his news, everything in one big ass stream, and then divide it into little parts and like give it off to you like that. And then this fucker is very demanding too. He demands tips, he demands super chats, he demands super thanks. He wants you to subscribe to his channel. Not only subscribe to his channel, but he also wants you to become a member. Whenever he has money issues, he'll push for all 5 of those things. Like if he has tips, he won't be just happy with getting a good number of tips. He needs to get super chats. If he's not getting super chats, if he gets super chats but he's not getting memberships, he'll start harping about memberships. If he gets memberships but he doesn't get tips, he'll start bitching at you about tips and stuff like that. So that's why I've these last 6 months I've really gotten into the content from other people that make about him, because there's a bunch of channels that are just dedicated to shitting on this guy, and I can understand why. Listen to this. The other day, let me share this with you. I think I put it here first. The other day he put up a post. And this was a day ago. He was like, I have a heck of a story to tell on tomorrow's podcast, which is the one we're going to look at right now. I got robbed. It wasn't a big deal, and I'm fine. I'm just still pretty shocked that it happened. Plus, some good news, too. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares about his good news? Anyway, so he says he didn't make a big deal about it, but obviously saying, I got robbed, you're thinking, oh my God, this guy, his car got jacked, or somebody stole like his phone, or some stupid thing like that. Something happened. Like, I'm not thinking he got killed up at gunpoint, because that's not a big deal. I'm thinking somebody jacked his phone, or somebody stole his wife's purse, or something like that. Something major happened that it was a big deal. Now let's go into the actual story of what this idiot thought was a robbery.
And it was the cranberry. That's right. It was the cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving.
Sorry, I'm really shy.
That's what I normally buy. Right? So it's on my list, and I didn't know where it was in the store.
Yes, he's one of those clowns.
And I'd gone up and down the
He's the worst clown.
And I hadn't seen it, which is a little weird, because the week before Thanksgiving, I can't find the cranberry sauce. So typically what happens is, if you can't find it in the aisle and it's something for a holiday, it means they idiotically put it on an end cap. Like, they probably have like a highlighted area of the store where it's like on the front of one of the aisles. But the dumbest thing about that is, if you're shopping, where are you looking for the item? Where it should be in the aisle. Oh, we don't have it there now. We have it only on the end cap because it's the holiday.
Okay, so he's bitching like a Karen because he needed to find cranberry sauce, but because it's the holidays, it's Thanksgiving, instead of having it where the other sauces would be like that, they put it on the end caps for the exact same reason that you could find it easier. But this idiot, instead of looking at when you go into the store and looking at the caps and seeing what's there, he just goes straight into the aisle and expects to find that stuff that's gonna be on high demand and expects to see it on the shelf where all the other regular stuff is at, when they're clearly putting it in front of the store for you to get it right away. But since this guy's such a moron, he never notices that at the end caps that your product's already there because it's Thanksgiving and people are gonna want it, so they put it at the front to specialize in it and to say, hey, it's right here. But this fucker must have gone in the store with his eyes looking down because he's ashamed of himself and didn't notice the end cap. So now he's bitching like a Karen. Let's continue.
How are you supposed to fucking find it? You didn't put it in the aisle it's supposed to be in. Right? They do this all the time. I don't know why, but they think that they're smarter.
Again, if you know they do it all the time, why aren't you looking the time they do it? If they do it all the time, if you know they're doing it already, why aren't you already paying attention? You idiot. Let's continue.
Right?
Ow, I hit myself.
So anyway, I'm in this area where they have like refrigerated soups, dips, hummus, stuff like that.
Oh my God, hurry up with your story when you're dragging it out.
Like I said, if I went a little bit to my right, there was the aisle with some dairy-like cheese, and then there was bread. So that's all I had to do to finish shopping. But it hit me, I was like, oh man, I gotta get this cranberry sauce, because I'm gonna grab it now, I'm gonna forget about it, right? Let me just go grab it. It's gotta be on an end cap, right?
By the way, this is like when he has a day off. Let me tell you what his days off are. The days he doesn't game. Those are his days. This guy does not have a full-time job. This guy doesn't have anything. He just plays for a living. He plays video games for a living. That's his job. Which would be fine, except you're bitching and complaining about your day off. Like what he does every day is my day off. That's what I do. I like to sit down and play games with people, and sometimes when I have time, I'll stream it. This fucker does it every day, and he considers that work. All he does is stream and beg for money, and this is what he considers. And when he goes out and actually does something for a change, things that normal people would do, this is his day off, and he's bitching about it. Let's continue.
So I'm not stupid.
Yes, you are.
All right. I grab my phone to make sure I don't leave it in the cart, because man, I'd be a fucking moron if I left my expensive phone
You would be.
in the cart, right? So I grab my phone, I put it in my pocket.
Actually, I would have expected that to be the story, that he left his phone in the cart like an idiot and he got robbed. That's what I would have expected this story to be about. But no, let's continue. Let's get to the robbery part of the story.
And I said, all right, so I'm going to be walking away to grab cranberry sauce, come right back, then push the cart to the end aisles and finish my shopping trip. Now, you might say, well, why did he not take the cart with him? Because like I said, the carts in these fucking grocery stores are junk. They barely work. My cart's full. So why am I going to push my cart across the entire store to look for cranberry sauce just to push it back to where I was to shopping? I'll leave it here for a minute, right?
So whenever you go to the grocery store and you see a cart that's in your way, full of groceries that somebody just seemingly left behind because they were too lazy to take it with them, that's DSP. So whenever you see that, because I do see that often when I go grocery shopping, I'll be going through an aisle and some idiot leaves their groceries, like their cart full of groceries, in the middle of the aisle, and have to move the damn cart because they were too lazy to even put it to the side. Left it right in the middle of the damn aisle. That's happened to me. That's DSP, because he's inconsiderate. Only thinking about himself. I can't drag my cart all the way to where the cranberries are. That's too much work. Let me just leave the cart in the middle of the aisle where it's in everybody's way. Let me go get my cranberry sauce, or else I'm going to be a Karen. Continue.
Now, why on earth would anyone think that something would happen? Right? So, I literally walk away from the cart to find this cranberry sauce. I timed it, actually. It was 2 minutes.
Who the hell is timing how long it takes you to go get cranberry sauce? Did I just go to... Okay, let me go get cranberry sauce. Let me put a timer on how long it's going to take me. Okay, set it up, go. Let me go. Who's doing that? That's bullshit. I call bullshit.
2 minutes. I found the cranberry sauce on an end cap. There it is. I grabbed it. All right, we got the cranberry sauce, right? I turn around, I come back. I was not gone for longer than 120 seconds.
I call bullshit.
I come back, and there's no cart. And I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, someone must have moved it. Maybe I was blocking something that someone wanted, right? So I start looking around. I'm like, okay. And then I think to myself, you know what? It's probably over one aisle over. I'm probably misremembering where I left this cart. I thought I left it right next to the hummus, but maybe I left it in the next aisle over. I look over there, there's nothing there, right? And I'm looking all around and I'm like, huh? What is going on? So now I'm starting to think, all right, maybe an employee grabbed the cart thinking it was an abandoned cart from a customer that had just decided to leave, right? But I'm thinking,
because I've actually worked at a grocery store before, it was not there for 2 minutes. If there's been a cart in the aisle, in the middle of the aisle, and you're an employee at a market, and you see that nobody's picked up that cart for at least a half an hour, you're moving that cart because A, it's in the way, B, it's probably got perishable items like milk and stuff like that. You want to get that in a refrigerator area right away because you don't want it to spoil and waste. So if you're an employee and you're walking around the aisle, you see a cart and you keep seeing the same cart, you're going to move that cart because you're assuming that that cart got abandoned. So that's what I'd done in my line of work. I used to work at an Albertson. No, yeah, it was a Vons, but then it turned into an Albertsons. I think it was still a Vons actually when I was working there. But yeah, I would walk down the aisle and then I'd see this cart and then nobody was there. I'm like, all right, I just saw it's the first time, so I'll leave it alone. Walk around. 10 minutes later, I go back. I see the same cart there. Like, all right, they're just really taking their time. And then walk around later, maybe half hour later, I see the same cart. It has milk. It has eggs. I'm like, dude, they abandoned this cart. So it was not 2 minutes if somebody took his cart. But let's see what happened.
No, an employee wouldn't think that. I got my reusable shopping bags.
Which reminds me, yes, he has bags.
Again, I gotta reiterate, these are not brand new reusable shopping bags. These are not valuable. You know,
this is important in the story because this is where the robbery part comes from.
Oh my God, there's $200 of fucking bags in this cart or anything like that. It's nonsense. It's nothing of any real value, right? So I really start just looking around, and I'm like, so now in my head I'm thinking, could someone have been like,
Actually,
I
I enjoyed all
an
this.
elderly person, and they're just
I had a good time there.
confused, and they grabbed my cart because they're just, who knows what it could be. So I said, I'm going to walk corner to corner in this store. By the way, so I have cranberry sauce in my hand, because that's all I have, because I went to grab it, I was going back to the cart, that's all I got.
Well, let me answer 60's question. Yeah, he does play multiplayer games, but he doesn't play with his audience, if you can believe that. He had, I think, one stream in this whole year where it was actually members only for Street Fighter 6. He made a members only lobby. But most of the time, he just plays random people online. He'll play like Street Fighter online. He played Mortal Kombat online. He's playing Call of Duty. He's played that. I think he played that. He rage quit that today, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he raged that today. The problem is that if he loses, he can't stand losing. Like, he thinks of himself as this great player of all time. He's good at everything, but he constantly gets his ass handed to him. Constantly. Like, one stream I saw him in Street Fighter 6, he got perfected 7 times in Street Fighter. And this guy is famous for Street Fighter. He didn't win an Evo. He would place, the highest he placed was 4th, but he'll tell you he was first place. He was first place in the U.S. because he was the only U.S. player that ranked that high. But he'll tell you he's this very good Street Fighter player, but he rages like crazy. Like if you've seen Marcus rage, no, that's not rage. You seen DHC rage? No, that's not rage. This is what makes his streams entertaining. That's the only thing that makes his streams entertaining is when he rages, because he'll get his ass handed to him constantly. COD, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, any multiplayer games. He played GTA actually, but he didn't go online. He was probably smart to do that because he probably gotten obliterated to hell. But yeah, he'll play multiplayer games, but he never plays with his audience. Like, one time in all year, he ever played with his audience. So if you see DSP Gaming in Call of Duty, because that's probably what you guys are gonna play. Not a lot of you play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or any of those fighting games. But if you see him in COD, you see DSP Gaming, please cap his ass for me. Thank you. Let's keep watching the story.
Cranberry sauce, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna go end to end in this store, looking up every aisle. All right, let's do it. So
go for it, 60.
I start walking, and I look down.
I will give you a year's supply of shit tacos if you get them.
It's like someone, when I went to grab cranberry sauce, grabbed my cart and walked out the door with it.
He probably
now,
does.
You think about how weird
I
this
bet
is.
some people would street snipe his ass.
First of all, no, I didn't pay for my groceries yet. So it's not like, I got robbed of hundreds of dollars or anything like that at all. That's not the point here. The point is, someone just took the cart, right? What really did they steal from me? The reusable bags. Is it a big deal? No, of course it's not. But they did get a cart full of groceries. But here's what really gets me, which I just...
Here's what really gets me. On his post, even though he's going to tell you he didn't hype it up, but the point of the post was, I got robbed, tune into my story to find out what happened. That's basically what it said on his community post. He's hyping up a story for his day off for tomorrow, so people will tune in. Oh, what happened? I mean, he himself might say it's not a big deal, but still, you're thinking not a big deal. Okay, he didn't get robbed at gunpoint. He didn't get beat up, but they stole something from him, right? What is he talking about? Somebody moved his cart and they stole his 10-cent reusable bags. That's what got robbed. That's what he's bitching over, and that is the story he's hyping up. This fucking moron just clickbaited you into hearing his robbery story about a 10-cent bag. Let that sink in for a second. And he expects you to tip him for it. Tips are mandatory.
Don't understand. Okay, this is what really blows my mind. All right?
It blows my mind, too,
Think
that this
about
guy's
it.
so stupid.
If you're going to steal, and you're going to a grocery store with the intention of stealing, like I want to steal from the grocery store, right? Would you not go and grab your own cart, load it up with what you want to eat, or what you want to steal to resell, whatever it may be while you're stealing, and then leave the store with the cart of the things you pick, right?
No.
Would that not be what you did? What you would do?
If you're
Right?
trying to get in or out, you might just grab
Why
the first
would
part you
you
see. But that's
look
not robbing
for-
you.
a cart of someone else's shopped groceries.
They might have been robbing, but they're not robbing you. You specifically said, I got robbed. You didn't get robbed. The store might have gotten robbed, but I don't even think the store got robbed yet. This guy is saying, I got robbed. Where's the robbery? Your 10-cent bags ain't worth shit. They're used. They're not even worth 10 cents anymore. So what got robbed? The store might have gotten robbed, maybe, sure. But all that happened to you was you were inconvenienced because they took your stuff away from you. The only thing you're gonna have to do is go back and grab your stuff again. And of course, DSP, he can't be inconvenienced. His time is very important to him because this is his day off. How dare they take his stuff away and he has to go back and get all his stuff again? How stupid are you? I'm just gonna cut it there because I hear my wife coming in. So guys, I if you guys like this stuff, like I'm really starting to get into this DSP idiocy nonsense. There's a ton more channels out there that do this, but I wouldn't mind doing my own 2 cents on this every day. Well, not every day because I don't have that kind of time, but I wouldn't mind like every once in a while maybe mentioning this idiot and CT to his crap. I do want to make a video one day comparing DSP and the professional, just so you can see two spectrums of how content creation works. The hardworking side, where it's dedicated, where it's curated appropriately, where there's hard work, where there's research put in, where you're staying up all night to capture gameplay footage and stuff, and the lazy way. So I'm hoping to do that soon. But again, guys, I gotta cut it short because I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching, man. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna end the stream right here. So if you guys like what you saw, hey, let me know, man. If you guys really like what you saw about this idiot. And if you guys like Black Friday deals, like I put in a post on my community post. If you guys want to see more deals, Black Friday deals or year's deal or down, I'll start putting them there, and I'll start talking more about this. Hey, man, how you doing, man? I could talk more about this idiot. I just like to talk about stuff in general. So I'm just gonna cut it here, guys. Thank you guys for watching, man. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the story. Hopefully you enjoyed this idiot being an idiot. Like maybe I'll post like his streams. I really want to see that rage quit on COD because I just saw it for like a minute. So I know that was there, so I want to do that. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, man. Manix, Jay, Wet Melons, 60. Who else is here? Ginzel, thank you, man. Thank you guys for watching. James, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys in Pro Stream. I'll be joining them soon. Take